Okay, welcome in. So on Monday, February 3rd, last night, just one game to report from the National Hockey League as we had the Nashville Predators and they played host to the Ottawa Senators. In the second period, there was no score in the first. Philip Forsberg would kick things off for the Predators, getting his 19th goal of the season, assisted by Roman Josi and Hino Stroza, if I pronounced that name correctly, and I'm pretty sure I did. 3 minutes and 59 seconds of the second period. Staying in the second, exactly halfway through, Adam Detwood tied the game up, getting his 16th goal of the year, assisted by Stuzel and David Perron. Jake Sanderson would give the Senators their first lead of the night, getting his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Highmore and Zub, 13:04 of the second frame. Jonathan Marchessault would tie the game up early in the third period on the power play, getting his 16th goal of the year, assisted by Ryan O'Reilly and Philip Forsberg. Shane Pinto would break the tie 6 minutes and 17 seconds in the third, getting his 11th goal of the year, assisted by Gaudette and Thomas Chabot. You get the details. Back to work, the centers. Here's Chabot. Backdoor feed score. Right off the draw. And the Senators bring in the lead. That would end up being the game-winning goal. And the Sens would add 2 more goals. David Perron would get his first goal of the season. Hard to believe that it's February and he's just getting his first goal now, along with his 2 assists. So that would happen 14:06 of the third period, assisted by Tkachuk and Zub. The Preds would pull their goalie with over 3 minutes to go in the game. Unfortunately, it did not mount to anything. And Ridley Gregg, I should say, would get the empty net goal, his 9th of the year, assisted by Tkachuk and Claude Giroux, 17:09 of the third frame. So just because there was one game, I'll still take a look at the standings. And not a whole lot has changed. So I'm just going to scroll over to the win, loss, and points total. So the Panthers are still ahead of the Atlantic Division with a record of 32-19-3. They have 67 points. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in second place in that division with a record of 31-19-2. They have 64 points. Ottawa is right on their tail after their win. They're now just trailing Toronto by 2 points with a record of 29-20-4. In the Metropolitan, nothing changed there. Washington's still atop of that division with a record of 34-11-7. They have 75 points. The Carolina Hurricanes are 32-17-4. They have 68 points, 7 points back of the Capitals. And the New Jersey Devils are 29-19-9. They have 64 points. The 2 teams in the wild card are the Detroit Red Wings. They are 27-21-5. They have 59 points. The Blue Jackets have the exact same amount of points. Their record slightly different, 26-20-7. And then rounding out the rest of the Eastern Conference, the Lightning are just 1 point out of a playoff spot with a record of 27-20-4. They have 58 points. The Bruins also have 58 points with a record of 26-22-6. The Islanders are 24-21-7. They have 55 points. They're 4 points back. Their same city rival, the New York Rangers, are 25-23-4. They have 54 points. The Montreal Canadiens are 24-23-5. They have 53 points. They are 6 points out of the playoff spot. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 22-24-8. They have 52 points. The Philadelphia Flyers, their state rival, have the exact same amount of points with a record of 23-25-6. And the Sabres are 21-26-5. They have 47 points. All right. Taking a look at the Western Conference, again, not a whole lot has changed from yesterday. The Jets are still in first place in the Central Division with a record of 37-14-3. They have 77 points. The Dallas Stars are 34-17-1. They have 69 points. While the Minnesota Wild are 31-18-4. They have 66 points. In the Pacific Division, the Oilers are still in first place, narrowly, with a record of 32-16-4. The Vegas Golden Knights are 31-16-6, and the Los Angeles Kings are 27-17-6. They have 60 points. The 2 teams in the wild card are the Colorado Avalanche with a record of 31-21-2. They're only 2 points back of Minnesota for that
third spot in the Central Division, and the Calgary Flames are 26-19-7. They have 59 points, and they're only 1 point back of the Kings for third place in their respective division. And taking a look at the rest of the Western Conference, Vancouver Canucks are 2 points out of a playoff spot with a record of 23-18-11. The St. Louis Blues are 24-25-4, 52 points. The Utah Hockey Club are 1 point behind them with a record of 21-22-9. The Anaheim Ducks are 22-24-6. They have 50 points even. The Seattle Kraken are 1 point behind them with a record of 23-28-3. The Nashville Predators find themselves 16 points out of a playoff spot. I can't emphasize how disappointing this season has been, especially when they assigned Stamkos, Marchessault, and Brady Shea, having not only playoff aspirations, but Stanley Cup aspirations. 16 points out of the playoff spot at the start of February. It's not looking too good. 18-27-7 is their record. The Chicago Blackhawks are 16-31-5 with 37 points, and the San Jose Sharks are 15-33-6. They have 36 points. All right, that's going to take care of Monday's very brief recap from the National Hockey League season. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, and as always, take care.